This is a totally correct prediction of who you are based on your tank of choice in Overwatch. If you think that I am joking, then you are a big dumb dummy. You should take this as fact. D.Va. D.Va may look all cute and friendly, but make no mistake, people who main D.Va are the opposite of her. Their desk is crusty, they don't remember the last time they showered, and they have a pizza box that was ordered since the pandemic but still has a slice in it. At this point, that pizza slice has a personality and should be paying rent. But for some reason, they ain't broke cause they gotta put that money into other hobbies they hyperfixate on. Do you know how expensive Magic the Gathering cards are? Fucking Guy's Cradle alone is $800 on the low end. God damn. Doomfist. You know why you picked Doomfist. It is to flex on these plebs. You picking Doomfist is basically saying to the whole team, everyone, I have a huge penis. I got that mandingo dick. And your whole team is like, oh, damn, this boy's got a big penis. Alright, man, show me that penis. And then the game starts, dives 5 people, and dies. And then everyone says, damn, this guy got a small penis. Or if he happens to be a good Doomfist player, you're like, wow, he's got a huge penis. Hazard.
Do you not know how to flush the toilet after they've had a shit?
You either like Braveheart or Gordon Ramsay. Either that or the incoherent babbling that is the Scottish accent gives you a tickle on the inside. You listen to Rage Against the Machine in your bedroom and think that the government is out to get you. And you actually go out to protests and rallies and talk about how the corporations are evil, man. Big Brother is watching you, man. Profits are bad, man. Then, right after you protest, you go straight to your favorite big coffee chain and grab your overpriced coffee with enough sugar and syrup to take down 10 gorillas, while scrolling on your phone, posting your pictures taken in said protest you just joined while holding your Gucci bag. Winston. You are a simple man. You say Winton because it gives you the giggles, and that is in no way a sign of your intelligence. In fact, you are a person without fear. Nothing scares you. You are so fearless that seeing a team fully grouped up just calls to you like a bull to a red cape, and you leap in to make the play of your life, only to realize in your last moments that you didn't have your team with you and that they are too far to do anything to help you. But that doesn't bother you. So much so that you end up on all chat to let them know that they are doing a good job and your death was definitely your fault. You also question if Winston only uses his fingers for these jars of peanut butter he always has. Or where does he hide it? Because it looks like he's just pulling it out of his monkey butthole. Hamster.
These nuts.
You have actual autism, because to play this metallic nutsack, this titanium testicle, you need a PhD degree in physics, mathematics, speak 5 languages, and know how to cook a beef Wellington and make sure that when you cut down the center, the dish is not fucking raw! This is the kind of autism where crowds make you sweat like you showered with your clothes on, and you respond to how was your day with screeching so obnoxious that people think that the dinosaurs have roamed the earth again.
It's so fat!
This character is difficult and I tried to main him for a while, but I don't have the degrees, speak 5 languages, or know how to make a beef Wellington. So just the autism without the upside.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Not only are you playing Overwatch the game, but you're also playing with its physics engine with your grappling hook with skills that will probably not port into other games, but damn it, I get it why people who main him do. Mauga.
Ding bong ding dong, he's Stone Cold Aye!
You were probably a TF2 player since this is the closest thing you'll get to playing the heavy, but instead of making Russian memes and Slav squatting until you accidentally shit yourself, you're just quoting The Rock and saying you're welcome a lot and doing the people's elbow in your bedroom. Like Winston, you too are a simple man. Both mouse buttons fire bullets, so you can't fuck it up. But for some reason, you do. You click both even if the enemy is far, but you don't care because the dopamine spike of firing too many guns overrides any and all logic. Orisa. You're a hardworking kind of player, salt of the earth. You have a job, touch grass, and you consider playing Overwatch as a relaxing after-work activity. I don't see why, but you do. You don't need no fancy movement tech. You have a spear and a dream. Hitting spear solves most of your problems. Your back's hurting? Check a spear. Your knees are creaking? Check a spear. You lose half your paycheck to taxes? Check a spear. Crippling depression? I'm still figuring that out. You know what?
And he does Christian grabbing that chip.
Spear's gonna help you.
Want any trouble? I'm here fishing, minding my own business.
Roadhog. I feel like Roadhog players are the chillest people. They don't need to come to you to kill you since he'll just hook you. And if he misses, that's no big deal. He'll just wait for his cooldown and throw out his hook again like he's fishing. And while he's waiting for his cooldown, he just hits that massive vape. That Benjamin. That sweet dank.
Oh my god.
And when they do hook you, they deal the most amount of violence in the shortest amount of time possible. One-shotting you because if you're dead, then there's no problem to worry about. He doesn't even have to do it himself since he can just hook you into the Shadow Realm. You picked Zarya because you actually want to DPS, but can't stand DPS queue times. You hog bubbles like that kid who takes forever drinking in the school's water fountain when it's actually meant for everyone, like Russia's forefathers meant it to be. It's not your water fountain, little Timmy, it's our water fountain. So get the fuck out so we can all drink and continue playing with sticks because we can't afford anything else because all our daddies are laboring in the gulags for glorious Mother Russia. Domina. People who main Domina have a humiliation fetish. But instead of whips and chains, she'll just call you poor, but you're alright with that. In fact, being called a brokey gets you bricked up, as long as it comes from this woman. She pushes you against the wall, and we've seen what that does to people who read books with fairies with names you can barely pronounce, and that it doesn't remotely sound like how it's spelled. Junker Queen.
What'd they die of?
Crushed pelvises.
I feel like people who main Junker Queen and Domina are kind of the same, where the term mommy makes the loins go. I think the difference is that Domina will call you poor over the phone and throw money at you just because she feels bad, and Junker Queen will just outright peg you because she thinks you looked at her funny. The thought of being crushed between these thighs sounds like Friday night to you Junker Queen mains. Ramatra. Whenever I see Ramatra, I just think of dudes who just hit the gym a lot and unironically enjoy these cringe Sigma male lone wolf edits. Because who is Ramatra but essentially someone with huge arms and fighting for their people, even if that makes them a villain. Now some would say that's a virtuous act, and I would agree. But instead, we got some guy named Brayden listening to funk music, staring at a lined picture ripped from an old Nat Geo magazine while ripping dumbbells like he's a competitive bodybuilder, and reads posts that you would find on I'm 14 and this is deep.
We stopped checking for monsters under our beds when we realized they were inside us. Oh my god, it's so deep. It's so deep. It's deeper than a butthole in Pride Month.
All the while, his mother calls him downstairs because his Hot Pockets are ready and says, "I'm coming, mother," as he scurries down to devour said Hot Pockets. Reinhardt. I think there are two kinds of Reinhardt mains. One is dependable. He's always by your side. He's a protector. He will always stay with his team and use his shield to block any and all damage. And he's the first one in the first sight of danger. And then, you got your feral raccoons. They listen to nothing but Deja Vu and Gas 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 from Initial D 24/7 and solo ults like a motherfucker.
Me bomba.
And you know what? This gets him killed a lot, but it's okay because Reinhardt has the best skins. And if you're gonna lose, you might as well look good doing it.
He's kinda gay.
Sigma.
Oh, now come on. I bet they're not so bad.
Whoa now.
You're just into feet. You picked this major perk specifically because it has feet. It's okay. It's okay. Don't even hide it. It's alright. Nothing wrong with some dogs hanging out.
Oh, come on! You gotta admit this is cool!
I like dogs, me personally, but the cuddly kinds. You just like straight toes, preferably right after a run. So, did I get it all right? What am I talking about? Of course I did, little bitch.